Hey guys, Ryan and EJ here from Anglers, and today we're bringing you our fishing report for this week. So getting right into it, first I want to talk about pickerel. I've been out pickerel fishing this past week, and I've had two really good trips, and mostly throwing our 4-inch paddle tails here. We have a 3/16 jig head on a 4-inch diesel minnow. Jig heads from GI Jigs, they're great, work well. And then I also have a weedless rig rigged up here with a weighted EWG and a Zoom fluke that I got out of our new pickerel gift set. Well, I'm not gonna say new, but fresh pickerel gift sets that we made up. This has everything you need for pickerel, and mainly fishing the Magathie River and the Severn River for me personally, but you can certainly get them in a ton of creeks in our area, off the Eastern Bay, off the Patapsco, off the South River. Really great fishery, and it's just starting to heat up. And then speaking of great fisheries that are heating up, rockfish, right?
Yeah, rockfish has been amazing, guys. I've been out quite a bit myself. That's the reason why I'm doing the guest appearance here on the fishing report. And you're catching them all different kinds of ways. Jigging has been extremely successful.
Yeah.
So I want to pan down here, AJ. I want to talk about some of the techniques that I've been using. It's been working for me personally. So I've definitely been using that 1-ounce jig head, and I have a GI jig head here, but any of the 1-ounce jig heads, that's been the sweet spot for me, especially around the bridge. I skirt them up. And what I really want to stress here is the color. So it's a really good idea for you to switch colors out if you don't get struck. This is our Anglers exclusive tadpole color. This works really well. It's got white and chartreuse in it, along with these little dots here, these little black dots. That's been working really well. And don't be afraid to use darker colors as well. Sometimes those fish won't strike, and you know they're there, and you switch it to a darker color, and then it's on. So give it a couple of casts. If you don't catch a fish after, I'd say 2-3 pilings, even over at the sewer pipe, if you don't catch something and you can mark fish, it's probably the color. You change that color, man, and then it's on. And then now you're locked in, and it's good to go.
Yep.
Real quick, some of the other things that are working really well, up in the rivers, in the shallow portions, in the mornings and in that evening bites, that top water bite has been really, really good. I have 2 examples of some top waters here. This is the old school red with the silver, and that's what's been hot, at least from what I've experienced. Just throw these things out in that shallow water. And when I say shallow, I'm talking like 2 foot of water, 2 to 8 foot of water. That bite is hot and heavy for a little bit, and then it shuts off. Well, you can extend that bite just a little bit if you start to throw these jerk baits. This is my particular favorite jerk bait. It's old school colors, again, black and silver. And this will dive down a little bit deeper once you throw it in that shallows, and it'll extend that bite a little bit longer for you on that top water. One of the final things that I want to go over here is, now that the leaves have fallen off the trees, and they're not so much up in the water columns, and it'll get better and better as the weeks go on, that light tackle trolling with these smaller shads, these 6-inch shads, I pair the shad up exactly the way that I pair up my jigging rigs, a 1-ounce jig head, a skirt, and I troll these in the shallows of the rivers, either on the inside part of the river if it's an incoming tide, or the outside part of the river if it's an outgoing tide, and in relatively shallow water. So I'm talking about like 10, 12 foot of water. Nothing more fun, Ryan, than catching a 25-inch rockfish, a fall fat rockfish on light tackle that you would jig on, trolling. I mean, that rod just bends down and drag goes out, and it's a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then as far as locations for rockfish, they're really everywhere.
They're everywhere.
I mean, EJ and I fish the Magathie. We fish the bridge more than anything else.
Yep.
But Love Point, the sewer pipe, like you said, Bloody Point, those channel edges are always great this time of year. And then on the other side, we have Thomas Point, Hackett's Point.
Yep.
they're all great spots.
They are.
So really it's a matter of just moving and finding the fish.
Yeah, have a plan A, B, and C. If you don't
Yeah.
get them at one place, move to the next place,
Yeah.
and so on. Yep, you'll get them. You'll definitely get them.
Absolutely. And then I want to touch on perch real quick. We have yellow and white perch scattered throughout the rivers right now. Yellow perch are moving in, white perch are moving out, but you can certainly catch both species in the same day. I've caught most of my yellow perch while I was actually pickerel fishing.
Cool.
But and then one more thing is catfish. Up in the Susquehanna, we've heard reports of big blue cats. I mean, we're talking 50-pounders up in the Susquehanna.
A lot of fun.
On cut bait. So freshly frozen ally on a circle hook, dropping that down on a fish finder rig.
It's deadly.
That's a good way to get them.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
And really, that's just about what's going on right now.
Yeah, get out there and have some fun. This is my most favorite time of the year to fish. These rockfish are hungry and they're mean and aggressive. Yeah.
And they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
Take care.